Hey Saggies, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. We have the vessel, the castle, the womb, agape, the mentor, the cave, and the king. The song for this read is Simple Man, which I love this song. God, it takes me back. I don't know if this song would resonate with you guys at all, but it's playing. So the castle and the vessel, I mean, the castle is the idea of like destination stagnation, right? The idea is that like it's great in theory, terrible in practice, right? And the vessel is the idea of build it or break it. And I feel like, again, you know, you guys have been in that, you know, it's the end, it's the end, it's the end. And I feel like we talk ourselves into things and out of things, right? And I feel like you've existed in an it's the end for so long that like you're wavering on talking yourself out of something, because you're just not sure that it's really what you wanted. I think you feel like maybe it's just kind of more an idea of like, well, maybe that was just something that was great in theory, but not so much in practice. But I want to say that that's kind of like a past energy, like that was the energy, because you guys have been trying to step out of that, right? And like having, you know, like a better awareness of yourself, because we're able to make good decisions about what we want and when to move forward and when not to, because we have an awareness of ourselves. And I think that's what you're trying to do, is approach it, you know, from a place of self-awareness. Because I feel like there's, again, just somebody who's kind of encouraging you along the way, you know, who's there. Or, you know, again, you guys could be on the other side of the story and you could be dealing with somebody and you're helping them, you know, kind of pull through this point of do I or don't I? I think of a flower, you know, just like pulling the petals and like, he loves me not, you know, and it's just kind of like, what does the flower know? You know what I mean? Like, you know, not the flower. It's a fun game though. But I think you're making a decision to move into something that feels safe. And I think that you know that it's safe, because I think you know that you're coming at it as a new version of yourself that is sound in judgment, educated in the decision that you're making, and I think ready to dive deeper. I mean, the cave is intimacy, you know. I mean, like, you can see the eyes peering out and just kind of this, you know, like come here, you know, like come discover a little bit more. Like, don't make your decision before you really know what it is that you're making a decision about, is almost how I feel about it. Okay, Saggies, let's see what else we can get for y'all. Hope everyone is doing well. 5 of Swords, Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. I mean, this is lack, manipulation, feeling under attack. I don't know. Honestly, I want to do more clarifiers, because I feel like that's the fear, right? That's the fear of like what will happen if you dive deeper. But if you're diving deeper and you know what you're looking for, right? Like, if you know the red flags, then don't you know the green flags too? Let's do clarifiers. King of Swords and the Lovers. 9 of Swords, Hierophant, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I feel like this is like the energy that you've dealt with. This is the energy that you've been in, you know, and when you're in the end, it's the end, it's the end, it's the end. And you think about, okay, like if you're constantly surrounded by people who you know, like, okay, like this isn't going to get me anywhere and that's not going to get me anywhere, but it's convenient and it's accessible, and you know what I mean, then you kind of keep yourself in situations with people. It's that idea of exchange, right? Energy exchange. Like, and when people are manipulative, they seek out people who are manipulative, because that's where they're comfortable operating. And I feel like you've been in an environment or in a community of people who are comfortable operating there, and experienced a lot of lack. And so the very idea of trying to dive deeper into understanding something more that you are, that I think that you trust, I think that scares you, because there's a sense of a lack of control that comes along with that. But I feel like saying, you know enough to know that, like, it's, the fear is just keeping you, it's just holding you back. You know, it's not helping you to move forward and making a decision to really move forward. King of Swords, the King, the Lovers, the Cave. I mean, again, Saggies, for a lot of you all, I think this could be a relationship, you know, but you're just tiptoeing around it because you're afraid from all the things that have gone on before. But you know, you can't let fear dictate your choices, and whatever lessons you learned, you won't relearn those lessons. You might learn new ones, you know, but that's the point, right? So I don't know why. I'm just like in that take chance energy. What do you like? Otherwise, you're choosing to stay in that same, that fear of manipulation allows for you to stand in a manipulative energy. If that makes sense. I don't know. The World, the Four. Yeah, I mean, like ending that cycle of just constantly feeling like the bottom's going to drop out, constantly feeling like you can't trust anybody, and looking over and thinking, well, wow, like that seems like a really healthy person, or that seems like a really healthy job, or a really healthy lifestyle, and I really would like that, but I don't feel like I'm ready for that yet. I'm not, you know, like I'll go in and I'll screw everything up, or, you know, like, or, you know, I'll go in and something will happen, and, you know, like somehow it'll all change. But again, I feel like this idea of like, you've been working on yourself, you know, you've elevated, you're in your power, and you're able to see things differently now because you're different. You're not the same person who you were a year ago, 6 months ago, you know? All right, Saggies, let's do one last card for y'all. We'll call it a read. The Father. I guess, again, it's just this idea of like being elevated and then being dropped on your face. And I feel like there's almost this idea of like, I'm just now starting to learn to love myself. And what if I'm not enough? And what if, you know, like it's too much too soon, and I do something wrong, and I've experienced shame for it. And I think what I want to say to that is this: the only people who tear you down are the people who are doing less than you. You know, and that doesn't have to be in one format, right? You know, and if you're dealing with people and you look at them and you think, wow, you know, like, what if I fall off that pedestal? Recognize the fear, acknowledge the fact that you have worked to really develop yourself, and that a cycle in your life has ended, and you're moving forward. And when you're moving forward, the worst thing you can do is look back, right? All right, Saggies, well, I hope that this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.